Hey, what's up, guys? As yesterday I posted a video on YouTube, we are gonna start a new channel about cybersecurity. So, yesterday was my first video, and this is my second video. The topic I have chosen is a much easier topic for beginners. So, that's what our topic is gonna be: introduction to the cybersecurity. As far as it goes, the second slide of our introduction page or a cybersecurity channel of a second video is what is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity are tools which are used for the protection of electronic devices. As you can see, the written tool which are used for protection, just protection. Cybersecurity is not meant to harm any persons or take a revenge, or you can see that revenging or criminal mindset not good in cybersecurity. Why cybersecurity? Cybersecurity in most of ages from 2000, early 2000s, the technology have been developed far greater than human imagination. As you can't see, but almost all the people in the world have their personal smartphones, laptops, tablets, and more. As well as government has shifted from paper works to the digital works. Industries as well as just mind, do not mind the spelling, yeah. Okay, so more industries and government personals and government datas and government all of along have been shifted to the digital world, the world the beyond human imagination, and human cannot see that world. It's a very little bit we have been exploring till now. As far, this is why cybersecurity is needed and what is cybersecurity. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, here are discussing now the basic terms related to the cybersecurity. As you can see, there's not much in this slide, but there are many things which are important, and future for your base is these things. First of all, CIA trade. What is CIA trade? We will be seeing that in the next few slides. Hashing. What is hashing? What is salts in hashing? What types of hashing are there? MD5, SHA, and many more like that. What is hacker? Who is hacker? And what is hacking? What are protocols? What is Kali? What is Parrot? What is OS? Okay, why, what to hack and why not to? You should have a sense why are we hacking this and why should not we hack this is a basic concept which can make a hacker into their. Okay, here are we in CI trade. What is CI trade? CI trade is a basic foundational concept for cybersecurity, and which helps many cybersecurity experts or hackers to keep their ethics in mind. Uh, this is what based real cybersecurity experts make their assumptions and many more things. Okay, so first, CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality is an thing of keeping secrecy, as data is encryption. As example given as encryption and MAF. Also, you can call it as hashing for the example for confidentiality. Hashing. What hashing do is convert your normal password into a hash as salted password, which cannot be easily accessed through the hacker, and you should be expert level to enhance the salted one as far as you go here. And encryption is same, that encrypt the data in something else, which helps that to keep it secret, which will be not understand. And the confidentiality concept stands for keeping data secret. Only the authorized person or who have power to see that data is only the one who can see it. That's the concept for confidentiality. Okay, integrity. What is integrity? Okay, here is also an example for hashing and signatures. Okay, integrity is an ensuring data is correct, that data is not manipulated by anyone. As for example, if I'm texting or giving some information of about something to someone, and if the data is manipulated, I have written as my name is SSK and I live in Bangalore and etc. And if it goes that to someone else, that his name is MFK and he lives in Hyderabad and etc. etc. That's mean the integrity of data has been compromised there. So that's what hashing and signatures are used for. That basically means by that data should basically means that data should not be manipulated by someone else until the authority is given to someone. Okay, that's what the integrity concept stands for. Now we will move to the availability. Availability system must stay online, backup and DOS protections, double DOS protections. Availability, which mean by the person who is authorized for something should be available it for available, as for hospitals are available for public by 24/7. That is what availability concept stands for. It's a basic simple example what availability means. If you want to study more about CIA trade by yourself, I have given something which you can study, or which you can study. DYN double DOS attack 2016 cause a massive outage. That's the case study. You can study more if you want to learn more about what is CIA and what CIA purpose and how CIA is helpful in the real world for cybersecurity. That's what you got to study now. Okay, so till we will move to our next concept. Okay, here are we with our next topic as core cybersecurity and some technical core terms which are more important. Cybersecurity learners are frequent words which are used in terms of in field of cybersecurity. Okay, so the first term is assets. Assets, everyone knows assets which are valuable resource to protect or information data which you have been protecting. Threat, what potential harm or what something which can be harmful for our systems and data. That's what threats. Vulnerability is a weakness or some kind of flaw in a system which can be exploited or which can be used against you. Okay, risk. Risk is a probability of attack. How much risk we do have? Risk, as everyone knows, the risk means here risk only. What? How much percentage of chance are there of failing or attacking something like that risk? Exploit is a method hackers use to attack. Exploit means they exploit their vulnerabilities. They exploit the vulnerabilities or weakness through the system to gain control or access or to hack your system and to steal the data. That is what exploit literally means. Okay, here are we with the next topic of our slides or our video, types of hackers. Everyone knows the three types of hackers. That's the basic hacking types or the types of hacker: white hat, black hat, and grey hat. But there are two more which should be remembered without any flaw and have great political or social or something has great impact on something you have been protecting. Okay, so first type white hat hacker. So I think it's an ethical type of hacking which tests only system or penetrate system for getting the vulnerabilities. And the black hat hackers are some kind of hackers which intend to damage or steal data or systems. Okay, the gray hat. Grey hat. Okay, what's the grey hat? Grey hat is a mixed behaved hacker which sometimes proved as white and sometimes proven as black. So they do both legal and illegal things in short. And hackism. It's a political public social hacking which is done to intentive purpose for defaming, like defaming or getting your values down or company stocks down. It's an intended hacking done by someone for revenge. That's the purpose. Okay, and insider threat. Insider threat is most dangerous among all of this. Insider threats which have all access to your let's take example for banks. Banks manager has every detail or better detail of your accounts and details and money, their content and transactions and etc. If they exploit that vulnerability, that they have power to see everything, and your data would be on the great risk. So that's why insider threat is more dangerous than any of one. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so what our next topic is, as you can see on your screens, is a common cyber attacks which are most common and done, means easy to perform and something like that. Okay, which have been multiple times been founded. Okay, so first attack we can say is phishing. Phishing is in fake emails, tricking users and something like that, which means a fake link or fake account page would be open in front of you, and when you insert your credentials, the credentials you entered will be entered or shown to the phishing link creator or the host. Okay, the host who is hosting that link. That is what your credentials will be stolen by you without letting you know. That is what phishing. Okay, malware. In malware category, there are more terms like viruses, worms, trojans. Trojans are good codes inside. Sorry, code trojans are good code having a cover of a good code, like something you can say has a double face mask, giving something and showing something like that. And viruses, everyone knows that what are viruses and worms. Okay, so next our terms is ransomware. Ransomware locks your data. That means when a ransomware, that example for WannaCry, enters your system, and it locks your data and demands payment, that give us money, then we will only release your data and something like that. Okay, that's something like you can say that kidnapping your data and demanding for an payment to release it. Okay, SQL injection. It's a database hacking when as using the SQL structured query language, and injection is entered into the database, so exploiting vulnerabilities. Okay, XSS injection malicious script, that is a similar, some similarity. They does not have accurate similarity but have some similarity to SQL injection. Okay, and DDoS flood servers. Okay, denial of service. We can, I think that's the perfect term. And denial of service, in which host sent multiple packets at the same time, that the server will flood and crash or would not run or could not handle that much packages. Okay, MITM, encrypting communication, which, as I said, that the data has been encrypted, and then the data has been sending to the someone, the one only who can understand that encryption, as somewhere like Morse code. Okay, 0 day, exploiting unknown flaws. 0 day, that means searching for the vulnerabilities and exploiting them that no one knows about. Okay, that is what some 0 day means, and these are some common cybersecurity attacks. Okay, so as upwards we discuss some attacks which are common practice in cybersecurity world. Here are some security measures or defense tools we use to block such attacks or have a protection or prevention from those types of attack. Okay, here first is a firewall. Everyone is familiar with the concept of firewall. familiar is concept of firewall. It's blocks unwanted traffic or blacks the traffic which is not suited, or detect something and detect some malicious thing and just block or just remove those packages. Okay, so antivirus, everyone is familiar with the antivirus, which detects and removes the malware which have been installed in your computer, or let not install any virus made file in your computer or something. Okay, VPN. What's VPN do? Hide your identity. It encrypts the traffic. For example, your IP is been hidden and the fake one, proxy ID, has been shown, which is also known as virtual private network. You for known. Okay, intrusion detection or prevention system. What is that? DIDS and IPS. Okay, so detects and block the intrusion, as I said, which systems detects and intrusion, and what where someone is entering to a system, they detects and they just block them. Okay, SIEM, it's a real-time monitoring system likes, which helps to maintain the data of who logins and who logouts, and monitoring who is what and something what I have been doing and what they have been doing. Okay, that is what. And encryption, as we earlier discussed, AES and RSA secures data. These are the two encryption types or tools. Okay, so which helps to secure the data, which just only the person who is intent or who has authority or who knows how it's been decrypted can only access those data. Okay, so MFA is extra login protection. What is extra login protection? That does not stand for its full form. That is multi functional authentication. Okay, so MFA, that's the one you today's Google also uses that one. For example, when you log in into your email, they does not simply ask for your password. They usually now ask for your fingerprint, or OTP will be sent to you on the recovery email or email you've given. Okay, so that's what it is. Or fingerprint passkey, and more options have been developed into that. So that is what MFA is about. Okay, these are cybersecurity domains. We will just have a quick overlook. We will not go deep into this, as you can decide what you have to proceed in future. There are some domains as a network security, securing infrastructure, which applies, and application security, secure coding and testing, which implies, cloud security, protecting hosted platforms like AWS, etc., etc., which is important also, and endpoint security, devices like phones and PC have used for endpoint security most of, and data security is most of for backups and encryption datas and encrypted data, etc., etc., and incident response and forensic, as the criminal who attempt the crime leaves behind, as you have been seen, the work of police and movies and etc., you have been seen that the forensics department is come to pics, nails, blood samples, everything that is which can be used as proof. That is what incident response and forensic team handles in attacks, and that is what trace the attacker simply. Okay, and threat intelligence is a branch where we study the criminal mindsets of cyber hackers or cyber criminals. That is what the threat intelligence is about. Okay, that is was a quick domain. Uh, what are the domains in cybersecurity? That was a quick overview. As for the future, you can decide on your own what you have to gonna do. In the end, we will just have a technical case study on Yahoo database 2013-14 and 13. Okay, let's you can read or get something from the data I have been presented in front of you. Okay, the timeline recap. Timeline when what it's happened. Okay, it was a 2013 data breach, later discovered to impact all 3 billion Yahoo accounts. Okay, 3 billion Yahoo accounts was hacked, or data compromise, integrity was breached. Okay, it's one against 2014 impact 500 million account. Okay, and 1516 attackers used forged cookies to access target's account. Okay, there was a 4 data breach continuously on Yahoo: 13, 14, 15, 16, and attack vector analysis, which have been initialized from the source, threat source, and have been taken from source only. There is nothing exaggerate in this part of a theory I am providing. Okay. Okay. So attackers vector analysis 2014 data breach initial entry. Attackers believed to be Russian. Attackers was by Russian sponsored. At least one was arrested and executed in the US. Attack method for they did not confirm, but likely the researchers have been confirmed that the attack was by phishing or social engineering. Okay, attacker gains access to the all Yahoo, the user database and account management tools. Okay, key compromise was their gain access to the internal Yahoo account management tool and extra filtered password database backup archives and internal tools for authentication and account access. This was what they have been attacked or gained from hacking Yahoo servers. Okay, cryptographic failure. What is cryptographic failure? Weak password hashing. Okay, cryptography is mean converting your password users into hash that they did not easily cannot be converted into the password or can your account. Okay, Yahoo used MD5 hashing algorithm for some users password in 2013. That was a weak password hashing system, MD5. Okay, cryptographically broken, subject to collision attack, early brute force able using rainbow tables or GPU cluster. Okay, that is what. Okay, MD5 is. And result, attacker could crack hashed password offline at scale, fixed post branch. Yahoo eventually moved to BC crypt, B crypt, and SHA2 family with salting. Okay, the third points comes our forged cookie attack, 2015-16. This one was the most technically spotted part of the breach. What happened? क्या हुआ था? Okay, let's learn about that. Attackers stole Yahoo's cookies, signing from key from an internal server. This allowed them to forge login cookies, also called as non-precedent sessional tokens. These cookies bypassed password MFA and even session expiry mechanisms. Okay, how it worked? Yahoo used in properties single sign-on mechanism using session cookies. Session cookies were digitally signed using Yahoo's secret key. If attackers know the cookie's signing key, they could generate valid sessional cookies for any account. Okay, cookies forging process. Attackers obtained a signing key from server. They craft a sessional payload and sign the payload using the key. Submit the forged cookies to Yahoo server. Servers accept as it is valid, full access to account plus advantage to attackers. Stealing access, no password reset, alter triggered no alerts triggered as they were not using valid cookies, so no alerts were created that the fake password have been used and etc. Okay, precedent access even after password change, cookies still valid until expired. Used mainly for target surveillance, journalists and officials. Okay, nothing more. Okay, the fourth point here is forensics and investigations. Discovery of 2014 breach. Yahoo security team identified an unusual data exfiltration pattern in late 2014. Later, forensic analysis found an inductor of a national state involvement, IP addresses linked to known ATP, advanced president threats, groups, highly selective accounts targeting, and discovering for forged cookies discovered in late 2016 during a separate investigation. Logs reveal valid session access with no corresponding logins event, indicating cookies forged. Okay, Yahoo security failures. Fifth point is Yahoo security failure. What was the failure? Detection and response delays, delay breach notification up to 3 years, prove poor SIEM security information and event management deployment, insufficient login and audit trials, poor key management, poor database security. What the 6 points here is: post breach technical recommendation for Yahoo given by the forensic and investigation experts, rotate all session signing keys, introduce hardware security models to store cryptographic key, required password resets and that's disable insecure securities, Q&As, enhanced login, deployed anomaly detection system, and built an internal red team, roll out bug bounty programs, and a third part security audits. Okay, that is what. Okay, that is all it is up to it, and hope you have liked this video. This is my first time editing something like video, and I do not have a voiceover that good much. Therefore, hope you have liked this video, and if you have liked, so please like and share with those who have enthusiasm for cyber security. Okay, so this was some brief introduction to the cyber security. We will continue this part in the next video also. So therefore, for today, what I will say is just stay secure in 2025 and implement this all fundamentals. And you can also gather some more information through the webs and use of a good use of AI chat GPT models and more many more things. Okay, so therefore that was our today's video was about. Thanks for watching. Hope you have liked it again, and if you have liked any more improvements, you can comment below down what I can improve. Or thank you so much for watching. Bye.